Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Gratitude to the divine because with his permission we can meet this time in a scientific forum to discuss the case of the police who fired 3 times at a suspect who went berserk and the suspect did at the scene. With me, Nabila binti Anwar on this happy morning. I would like to thank all of you for attending our meeting today. May we all derive as full benefit from this forum, inshallah. The topic of our forum today is shooting a suspect, which we as enforcement officers also know about the law to arrest suspect or shoot suspect if suspect want to attack member or want to injure another party. Next, I will ask the superior officer about the suspect record.
The suspect was suspected of being under the influence of drug. Found the suspect has a record of past drug offenses.
Apart from the criminal records, there were suspicious equipment found.
According to the police, encountered drug smoking equipment in boats and seized sheets and clothes from a piece of cloth believed to be used to warp the machines.
Thank you for the clear explanation. When asked about this judge, the police fired 3 shoot as reported on social media and found 2 bullet casing at the scene. Other than after the incident, the corpse was sent to which hospital?
The body was sent to the Sultanah Bahia Al Sultan Hospital for an autopsy, and the case is investigated according to Section 307 of the Penal Code of Attempted Murder.
This is the explanation from the deputy director in an interview with reporters. I was informed that the police will make a detailed explanation about the issue openly regarding the pros, cons, and their steps to improve the issue.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mama Taufik Ikmal bin Abdullah. Greeting to all who are present today in an open explaining for us police officer today. Especially in this case, there is a good side and also a bad side. Then we can explain to the public for your understand in the future come. A good season in the case is that the policemen who were on duty at that time arrived to the location on time, where the elderly who were at it were safe and them were no serious injuries, just receiving stitches in the part of the finger. In addition, the season, for example, one of the member tried to the procedure and the negotiated, but the suspect fears to do so. That all my thank you.
Thank you to Officer 1 for explaining the good side of business. I was also a police officer involved and witnessed this happen. I agree that there is also a bad side to this case. The bad side of this case is the 44 years old suspect is believed to be under the influence of drugs. An old man in front of the house until the old man was injured on the boat and the police cleaned the suspect down, but the suspect ran away, and after this the suspect gave up. The man came out of the house and tried to attack one of the police officers with a knife, and was found with the truck and some drug equipment. The man was found at 2 criminal records, including the Taufik case.
Alright, that's all the explanation from Officer 1 and Officer 2 regarding the good and bad side of this case. I, as a superior officer, as well as other officers, have already made a discussion about this issue and we have prepared several steps in making improvements so that this does not happen again. The step there is no disease without a cure, so concrete, systematic, and pragmatic measures must be carried out continuously so that the crime problem can be rooted out. One of the most significant approaches include a strict law enforcement and appropriate punishment for criminals. Criminals will be sentenced to mandatory death sentences indiscriminately to catch criminals. So the next step is to ask Officer 3 and Officer 4 to present the step.
Alright, thanks to the superiors. The next step is as policy member, we aware of the various implications and risks ahead. For example, if piracy occurs or even killing, the police may have to return fire with the pirates. Therefore, community cooperation is default to obtain to overcome criminal case. We need the cooperation of the people. Without the cooperation and commitment of the people, it will be default for us to solve criminal case. They must report to us if a criminal incident occurs and they must not protect the criminal. Give full cooperation, respect and trust to the police for the safety and security of the country. And for this last step, I give it to Officer 4.
Hi, I'm Dharshini. Thank you, Officer Tree. I will give the final step of this case. This last step is document the scene. Investigation should truly document the scene by taking photographs and making detailed sketches. This documentation can provide a visual record of the shooting and aid in reconstructing the events. In interview witness, identify and interview all available witnesses to obtain their first-hand accounts of the shooting. It is essential to gather statements while the incident is still fresh in their minds to ensure accuracy. Thank you.
So many of us in giving an explanation of the good and bad side as well as step to make improvement. I Officer 5 give the overall conclusion of this case. In the trial of the unemployed rampaging to death youth, the case is being investigated under Section 307 of the Penal Code of the attempted murder. All parties need to mobilize energy and work together so that this problem in this country can be overcome. The approach taken should be carried out wisely and carefully as pulling hair in the floor. Hair does not break, floor does not scatter. If we were to open the pages of Malaysian history, every problem faced would be solved by the mobilization of the power between various parties. Likewise, the effort to solve the problem of this case, crime can be likened to an enemy in a blanket to the country. If crime is not dealt with wisely, it will be impossible for the people of this country to live in harmony and peace. Let us together fight against criminal activity so that the dream of the creating a civilized society can be realized. Thank you.
That's all for today. Wrong-has language, slips of speech, please forgive. Really, the good comes from the Almighty's character, and the less beautiful come from our own mistakes. Over I end our forum this morning with a noble words. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.